Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Leslie, and I lead the global events team at Image Skincare. Today, I'm sitting down with someone who is a wealth of knowledge and inspiration, our co-founder, Dr. Marc Ronert. Dr. Marc is a European board-certified plastic surgeon and the author of Age Later, Look 7 years younger in just 7 weeks. I think we'd all love to know that secret. Make sure to stick around for a special announcement about the Pro Collection developed by Dr. Marc, one of my personal favorites, Image MD. Please welcome Dr. Marc.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. I'm super excited to be here.
Hi, Dr. Marc. How are you today?
Great, great.
Good. So let's dive right in. Let's start by discussing your professional journey a bit. Among your many accomplishments, as I mentioned before, you're a European board-certified plastic surgeon. Many say to become a doctor is a calling. How did you know you wanted to be a doctor, and do you remember that moment?
Well, I do not remember the moment because I never wanted to become anything else. So since I was 5 years old, I wanted to become a doctor. That never crossed my mind to choose or think about anything else. So the question that many people have, what they want to become when they grow up, that never came to my own mind. So for me, that was always easy and clear to me and kind of like a calling that it's very difficult to explain, but that's unfortunately the truth and the way how it was with me.
So why did you choose the field of plastic surgery?
Well, that's obviously maybe a little bit longer development during medical school. That was certainly not just a thing that I wanted to become when I was just young. But I was in medical school. I thought about orthopedic surgery or sports medicine because I knew early on that I did not want to handle chronically sick patients where you do not see immediate results or success. That really was nothing that interested me. And the beauty about surgery is that oftentimes just in a couple of hours, you can fix a major issue and resolve the medical condition, and you end up with incredible, grateful patients. So I was looking at, like I said, sports medicine, orthopedics, but I got to know a great mentor early on in medical school that happened to be the president of the German Association of Plastic Surgeons. And he was the one that really opened my eyes for this beautiful specialty. So, and also in the past, I was pretty artistic. I took art classes in high school and I was painting. And I always had a good sense for symmetry and beauty. And so plastic surgery was organically a perfect fit. And I really couldn't imagine anything else that I would actually enjoy more.
Okay, so speaking of becoming a doctor, you attended medical school, obviously. What was your favorite part of medical school and what was your least favorite?
Yeah, my favorite parts was physiology, because I was always fascinated about how organisms function and how everything works together between our cells, and that is something that physiology is teaching you. And then I also traveled around the world quite a bit, visiting numerous hospitals, and that was one of my favorite parts, the way how the German medical school was structured. You had basically 2 semesters per year that were interrupted by several months of a break to give students the ability to do observerships and little internships in different specialties to see what would be a good fit. And I used that time basically in the last medical school is 6 years in Germany. So I used the 6 years of medical school on every break to travel to different countries and to look at other specialties. So for example, I went to Copenhagen in Denmark, I went to New York, to Miami, to the Mount Sinai University. I went to Rochester, Minnesota, to the Mayo Clinic, University of Miami, even the Caribbean islands I traveled to. So I got a great sense of medicine, and that was my favorite part of medical school. And the least favorite part, I have to say, was in the first 2 years. It's very theoretical, it's very science-based. I like biology, but I could care less maybe about chemistry and mathematical statistics, and it was very intense and it required a ton of studying without me really seeing the direct benefit for the actual job I wanted to do. So those were probably the least favorite.
Okay, so let's shift a bit. You wrote a book, which is a huge accomplishment in itself. It's time consuming. It takes extreme dedication and concentration to be a published author. Why did you decide to write a book?
Yeah, great question. Labor of love. But a few years ago, I really looked back of all what I have done, and I dealt with skincare and beauty and health and wellness for many years. But I could not really find any books out there that would see these topics in a holistic approach. You know, sure, there's a ton of books that maybe speak about one subject like skincare, or you find a book about nutrition or wellness, but nothing that would guide people how to live a younger, longer, healthier life with just following some simple steps. And that is really what this book is all about, to give people some simple guidelines and suggestions what they could change in their lives just to have a healthier lifestyle. And I described 4 pillars that I see crucial in keeping a younger appearance and a healthier life, which are skincare, nutrition, exercise, and mental well-being. And those are kind of the arching topics that I'm describing in that book.
Okay, so Age Later is Image Skincare's tagline. It's noted in your book, it's in the title. What does aging later mean to you?
So age later means to live a younger life for a longer period of time, okay? And this is also true for skincare and for image skincare. Every product and treatment that we have ever designed and developed always has that in the back of our mind. How can we help patients or clients to age later throughout their entire lifespan? And there's many things that encompasses the aging later philosophy. You always want to be the best of yourself. You want to wear sunscreens every day of your life. You want to follow a more plant-based diet. You want to have strong support system for friends and family. You got to love what you do. You know, you get to go to work and you don't have to go to work. You should move daily. You exercise and keep your body moving. And all those things kind of work hand in hand. And obviously with image, we are focusing on topical skincare and anything that can help our skin to age later.
Okay, so speaking of aging later, over the years, I've come to know you very well. And one thing I do know about you is you're excellent at balance in your life. How do you balance your life personally, professionally, and your schedule?
Yeah, that's a great question. And balance is complicated. And you probably didn't know me back then as a very balanced person. So that was a learning process. And I'm a very demanding person, and we work a lot, but I also realized in the last couple of years that you got to set your priorities straight. So what I started doing is, first of all, I keep a journal that I write in every day, and I keep my schedule for everything that I do in a calendar. And that is regardless if it's business, flights or trips, or personal life, or sports activities, yoga, meditation. All those things get equal priority in my daily life. So for example, just give you an example, if there is something coming up unforeseen in business, but I plan something private, I'm not taking my private stuff out of my regular schedule. And you have to be disciplined by doing this. you catch yourself constantly by shifting priorities, but I'm trying to be very disciplined around my schedule. And with scheduling comes balance for myself, if that makes any sense.
It makes a lot of sense. So part of aging later is good skincare. You have been and are instrumental in driving Image Skincare to what it is today, a global professional skincare company in over 60 countries, on its way to be the #1 professional skincare brand in the world. You've seen a lot of advances in this industry. What have been the most crucial advances in skincare over the last 10 years?
So it's very difficult to put 10 years in a 60-second nutshell. But when I was starting formulating products with Image, and that was over 15 years ago, I see a huge shift in the technology, the stuff that we are, the resources and the stuff that we have access to nowadays is really tremendous. Technology and ingredients changed tremendously. Encapsulated retinols, encapsulated ingredients that are more active and less, with less side effects. Plant-derived stem cells, the peptides, natural-based exfoliators, delivery system revolution or evolutions, stuff that we even developed proprietary for Image Skincare that you find with no other skincare line, that has something to do how we deliver active ingredients in our skin. All that changed dramatically over the last 10, 15 years.
Okay, so fast forward 10 years. In your opinion, where do you see professional skincare headed?
Yeah, I think right now we're in a very unique situation, obviously, with this pandemic literally affecting the entire planet and over 200 countries. We have to really be quick to adapt and adapt to the new norm, which, and I believe, will be the new norm for a longer period of time. I don't think this is going to go miraculously away in the next 90 to 120 days. So everybody has to shift around how they perform business in the past and how they want to go forward. Overall, I see the industry in a very positive light. You know, professional skincare has never been more innovative, effective, and truthful about how professional skincare products can change your skin. And also Image as a company has never been stronger supporting the professional industry. So we have pivoted these last few months to spotlight even further the importance of professional recommending products and treatments. And the technology will be always key to success. And I can just recommend for everybody out there that runs a spa or estheticians or physicians, you really have to see yourself more from a technological standpoint. You know, you do a lot online. You can do online consultations. You can recommend products via a screen. But we all have to fundamentally change our viewpoint and the way how we have done things. So overall, I'm very positive and optimistic about the whole industry.
Okay, so Image is considered to have the most innovative products in our industry, with all of the different technologies that we provide in our products. What is your secret sauce in formulating over the years?
Yeah, my secret sauce I'm going to keep confidential. Otherwise, it's not a secret sauce anymore. But what I can tell you is the reason why Image is so successful, in my point of view, is that we have a very global approach to skin health. And I'm from Germany and from Europe. And like I said, we traveled the world in the past, at least. And you knew my schedule back then. I mean, I was 150 days around the planet, from Asia to China to Europe, to source the most innovative ingredients, to look out for new technology. We were not just bunkered in with the United States and the supply and the resources we had here. we always were thinking very globally. And I think that helped us tremendously, finding always new ideas, new innovations into the product line. And I think that probably is the secret sauce.
Okay, so with that being said, you seem to have the perfect balance of science, beauty, and business. How do you continue to think outside the box?
Yeah, another difficult question to answer in a very short time frame, but I think you got to be open to the world. You know, you have to, you cannot rely on what was successful yesterday or in the past, that it's going to be successful today and tomorrow. And you got to be flexible in your head, and you got to kind of think outside of the box and think about ways how to stay current and how you stay relevant. And you cannot never relax and sit back and just be complacent about it. So I think the skincare industry overall, the same way as the aesthetic industry and plastic surgery, is ever evolving. And if you want to stay current and up to date, you really have to do your homework, and you have to constantly learn and educate yourself. And I think those are ways how you can ensure that you can make a mark in this world.
Okay, so staying on topic of evolving products and technologies in science, tell us about the MD line and the advanced technologies within those products.
So the MD line is really our most technological advanced line, not only from an innovative ingredient standpoint, but also how these ingredients are delivered into the skin. So there are different delivery systems that we developed for our Image MD line. And it's a great line for anti-aging, fine lines and wrinkles, as well as pigmentation. Treats really all aspects of aging skin. And it's a very comprehensive line, but it's simple to recommend, simple to use, and it delivers incredible results.
Okay, so as promised, we were told that you had a really big announcement regarding the MD line, so hit it.
Okay, well, Image Skincare is a dynamic brand that we are continuing to grow in new and innovative ways, and we always have done that. So the MD line, developed and formulated by all the knowledge I've harnessed through my academic studies and in years of practice on patients, has been much coveted by our professionals and estheticians over the years. And it's yet another opportunity, especially during this time, to build more credibility with your practice and offer doctor-formulated products for medical clients. And it will also allow you to target an additional client segment with highly technical results that will bring more revenue for you. In short, we have offered this Image MD line exclusively to our physicians for many years, but now we made the decision, and I personally believe it's a great decision, because we were always about supporting the licensed professionals and the people that are educated about skincare. So we're going to offer the Image MD line to all our loyal estheticians and open this up to our professional network, because you are really the most experienced and educated around products and treatments. And I'm very excited that now we have a broader base of people that can take advantage of that great line that we developed.
Well, that is a huge announcement and a super exciting one at that. So are you open to take some questions?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, so we invite all of our participants, and there are a lot of them, to type in questions in the chat. So one of the first questions is the Age Later, Your Age Later book available on Image Skincare's website?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
yep.
Awesome.
Might be a little hidden, but you should be able to find it there.
I know you can find it there. It's not hidden. All right. So actually what I am getting from everyone, and is everyone is super excited. Thank you for a great and huge announcement. So exciting, cannot contain my happiness. So another question came through. What is it like running a company and working with your wife, Jana Ronert?
I mean, it's just flowers and paradise every day. No, I mean, we found a pretty good balance, and I'm not gonna lie, it comes with its challenges and struggles, especially because I'm so easy and she is so highly demanding, which obviously I'm kidding. No, we are both type A personalities, okay, and we both are always right. So we have to find a balance and compromises. But I think out of those compromises developed extraordinary things and results, especially for image skincare, where a lot of brainstorming goes in together and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears and passion. And she is super extroverted and passionate, and she loves to speak in front of people. And I'm just fine in the background, piddling around and trying to find the best products out there. So I think we found a great balance, and it works for us.
Okay, so let me just scroll through here. Next question. How does the MD line complement the other skincare lines from Image? As a professional, a lot of clients are on routines made up of the non-MD line. So is the MD line an upgrade in actives?
Yeah, it depends on what product you're looking at. But I think overall, it's a very comprehensive and complete line. So for people that look for something that is very simple to use, very simple to understand, you don't have customization from one line to another. It all works beautifully together. And it's really the most simple thing to put a patient on the program. And I think that's why we developed it for physicians, because they don't have the time or the energy to explain something for a half an hour like an esthetician does. And they want to just push the box over and they still want to see the result. And that's what we kept in mind. So you'll find products in there that are highly concentrated or more concentrated than others. They're a little bit more balanced overall. So it works great as a one system. But again, with Image, you can be very incredibly flexible. You know, like we all know we can use the orange cleanser with a silver serum, and we use the yellow sunscreen, and we use something from the Omedic line. It all works beautifully together the way how we designed it. And the Image MD is just one complete program. And you find some unique products in there. For example, the lip plumper with SPF. You have an overnight retinol mask that's incredible. That's one of my favorite products that really tightens your face overnight. And you have an incredible hydrated feel after use. So we have some very unique products in there. They complement the rest of the line, but it also can stand on its own. So if there's a spa or physician office that only want to carry Image MD, that's perfectly possible.
Okay, so the next question is, when will Image MD be available on the professional website? And I can answer that. It's tomorrow to kick off our virtual Vegas event. So we're super excited about that. Next question, what are the 2 top reasons to buy MD?
I think results is the top reason. You will see dramatic results, and the simplicity. You know, it's very self-explanatory. You have a cleanser and a serum and a moisturizer in the morning. You have a cleanser and a repair cream in the evening. You have supplemental products that you can use that all make great sense for certain skin conditions. We have something for pigmentation. We have something for deeper lines and wrinkles. I could explain that as a person to you in 90 seconds, and I think people appreciate that if it's not so complicated.
Okay, so another question. Would you say MD is more targeted for conditioned skin, example, rosacea?
No, no. I think the Vital C line is also great for rosacea. You know, I think if I have severe rosacea, I want to use the Vital C hydrating anti-aging serum, um, and maybe not the Image MD. Can I use it for that as well? Perfectly fine. You know, but it's more all the aging conditions that we had in mind: pigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles, sagging skin. 80% of the requests that we see in the practice are basically aging conditions.
Okay, other than Image MD, what is your other favorite collection in the line?
So my favorite product is always the last product that I was involved with or developed. You know, I love the Ormedic gel polisher now that we just launched. I use that in the shower a lot. I really like our overnight masks because they give incredible hydration. I love those. I like the Image MD facial cleanser because it is not too strong, but it has 3 different acids and it's very well balanced and you can use it every day. I like the matte moisturizer a lot, the Prevention Plus with the blue light protection. I mean, I consider all those my babies. So it's very difficult to tell you that you like one son better than the other, or daughter. But I have very few products that I personally can't use.
Okay, so the rest of the comments that are coming up are just everyone's super excited about the announcement that MD will be available to professionals. And a lot of comments about purchasing your book, super excited to read it. So if there are no more questions, do you have any closing thoughts, Dr. Mark?
No, I'm very excited for you guys. I know it's a new norm, like I said, and a unique situation we all have to live in. But you like I said, you need to be flexible and innovative. You need to stay in close contact with your patients and clients more than ever, and try to find ways how to you can generate revenue and still support your family and still support your clients and patients, because they certainly didn't stop using skincare, and they are all interested still in staying younger and healthy and so I think we are in a great spot, even though we are hitting a little bump. But overall, I'm very excited for you guys, and thank you very much for this afternoon.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dr. Mark, for joining us today in this meaningful, informative forum. We thank everybody for joining us today for Ask the MD. If you'd like to follow Dr. Mark on Instagram, it's Marc Ronert, right?
Dr. Marc Ronert.
Dr. Marc Ronert on Instagram. He loves the followers. And please follow Image Skincare on Instagram at Image Skincare. Again, thank you for joining us. Have a skin-inspired day.
Thank you very much.